the price of a Bitcoin has risen from around $1,000 at the beginning of this year to already cross $17,000 by now, and it's still rising. In the last 5 days, price of a Bitcoin has risen $5,000. This is astounding, and this is attracting a lot of Indians into Bitcoin trading. There are exchanges in India which are doing business worth 100 crores a day. Yet India's banking regulator RBI has continued to treat it like a hot potato. The best that they have done is issue 3 warnings between 2013, 2017, early this year, and just now, saying that you should not invest in Bitcoins. However, they refuse to regulate this business. We talked to Saurabh Agrawal, the founder of one of India's biggest Bitcoin exchanges, Zebpay.
So Bitcoin exchanges, of course, investors should not trust any exchange beyond a point. They should only trust them to buy and sell Bitcoins. And if an investor becomes smart enough, they've educated themselves, they should remove the Bitcoins immediately after they have done a trade on the exchanges. Since they are not regulated in India, since they are not registered with any of the government entities, it should only be trusted based on what is the market feedback, how long they have been there, who are the people behind it, what is the kind of board they have. And if people feel after starting trading for smaller amounts, they get enough confidence, they should start doing bigger trades with them. So first of all, we all need to realize that Bitcoin is a highly volatile asset class. The prices can move up and down in few hours, and it can be about 20-30% volatility in a day. Secondly, if you are a new investor and you buy Bitcoins and you don't know how to store them, how to save them, there are chances that you can lose your Bitcoins which you have bought if you don't store them in a proper way. Thirdly, the exchanges from which you are buying, they may not be genuine exchanges, and there are times when you may send them funds to buy Bitcoins, but they may run away with your funds and you may not get the Bitcoins that you're looking for. So with exchanges like Zebpay, it becomes extremely easy to trade Bitcoins. It is as good as downloading a WhatsApp app, doing your basic KYC, that is providing your PAN and Aadhaar card and bank details. And once you are a verified user, you can start trading immediately. You can start with even as low as a 500 rupees buy or sell on a Zebpay exchange. So Bitcoin is not illegal per se. In India, it has not been regulated or recognized by RBI or any other government body. But people are buying and selling Bitcoins as if they are buying and selling any other commodity or any other assets. No, there has been none of the exchanges have been registered with RBI because RBI doesn't provide any licenses as of now. So most of the exchanges are running their own SRO model in which they are regulating themselves, and there is also an association formed under IMI, which is now trying to make sure that only exchanges which are falling under SRO are part of the association. So most of the players who are in the ecosystem today follow very strong self-regulations. They deal only with Indians. They don't allow any foreigner or NRI to deal with the exchanges. You have to do a basic KYC, that is provide your PAN card, Aadhaar, bank details, and it's all bank-to-bank transfers. There are no cash, no third party allowed. And beyond a particular amount of transactions, there are AML policies which come in place which ensures that money laundering and terrorism funding doesn't take place through these exchanges. So I think, to me, everyone should invest in Bitcoins because it's a new asset class. It's an opportunity for someone who is sitting in a remote town somewhere in south or somewhere in somewhere in east of India to just start with a 500 rupee investment. Of course, everybody should start with a very small amount, should spend a lot of time on understanding this asset class, and after they educate themselves and after they're confident enough, that's when they should start investing. But they should always remember that it's a volatile investment, and so they should not invest more than they are ready to lose. That's my advice. So I think it's same as the question which I answered before this, that anyone who is not okay to, who is not a risk adverse person, or who has got very small amounts of investment savings with them, they should never invest into bitcoins, which is highly risky. So you should never invest your entire savings in it ever. Okay, you should start with very, very small amounts and see how you feel about it, get educated, and always do a SIP type of investment rather than trying to invest your entire amount today and expecting that you will get a 10x return in a month. That will never happen except it's a Ponzi. So that's the reason you should never invest something like this into bitcoins, because bitcoins doesn't promise any of such returns.